All right, we're here with our friends Gavin and Mel, so I'm just going to let them tell their story.
Hi, I'm Gavin. This is Mel. We've got four kids. We're generational farmers, fourth generation, and we're located 9 kilometres out of Delungra, and we run a mixed farming and sheep operation.
So we're here to tell you why we have real hope in God, and we have been on a big journey for a few years, knowing that God is greater than our circumstances. And we've been here over 5 years now in this place, and almost all that time in drought. So we've been challenged more than we thought we could bear. But at the same time, God's brought us on a very, very big journey to realizing how great He is and how good He is, and that it doesn't matter what's going on around us, and that people are at His heart, people, and our response to Him and our love for Him, whether it rains or whether it doesn't rain, coming to the point where we would accept that and we would become people who are ready to worship Him and acknowledge His greatness, even when the ground is parched and bare and we can't see any sign of His blessing in terms of rain, has been really, really hard. But we're just falling deeper in love with God, and we have real hope. We have real joy despite the circumstances. And then what else?
Can I ask, why do you have real hope? Like, what's your hope? Is it just hope that it's going to rain, or?
Yeah, you can answer. I'll let you answer.
No, God has led us to the point where we understand that, like Isaiah, we can say, if it rains, we'll praise Him.
And if it
but
doesn't,
even more so, if it doesn't rain, we will worship Him as the God who cares more for people's hearts than He cares about our circumstances as such. He wants people to realise who He is, and all around us we see people who don't even believe that God sends the rain anymore, and it breaks our hearts to see that, because we know God sends the rain. And so we have real hope that we can share God's love with those around us, and we can help them to see that the dust on the ground is because of that.
And so, why, even in the dry, do you have such joy? Like, what's your joy, and what gives you joy?
God is our joy.
Yeah, and seeing so many blessings, and just being thankful for what we have, and just seeing things out on the farm that you just don't make sense, and you're there going, that can't be, like, it's just defying all odds, and there's no other, you can't explain it other than just God, and just seeing His blessings and seeing how He works, and just seeing all that without rain. It's really exciting.
Seriously,
There is. There was one 2-3 years ago. We had a heap of hay, and
we thought it was sold.
Yeah, we thought it was sold, and then the buyer pulled out, and we needed we thought we needed the cash, just to pay bills and to pay for the hay being made, and it sat in the shed for 2 years, and it was just, we stressed and fretted so much about losing the buyer and trying to find the money to pay all bills when we had this hay sold, and then when the drought hit, we had a hay shed full of hay, and just realising that trying to do it in our own strength, where we actually really didn't need the finances. God provided in so many other ways, just financially, and then having that hay there when we needed it was just a miracle, and God knew what was going on. And when we tried to do it in our own strength and our own way, it led to a lot of stress and heartache. And that's one example. And
we have so many stories of that sort of provision, the way that God has done those things for us. And
there you go. Caught it.
Come on. All right, there's that bit.
And yeah, just seeing the sheep hold up, and God providing for finances again in terms of feed. We've just so blessed that we haven't had to borrow money for food. God's provided the money and provided the feed for us, and you could call that good management or luck, but I don't believe in either of that. We just living under his, just in his arms, and just resting and knowing that while it's tough and hard, we just just resting and delighting in him, and he's taking care of all the other stuff, so we don't have to stress. And it just makes making decisions in life really, you could almost say, easier when you don't have that worry and that concern, because he's got it all covered. He loves us greatly. He loves us immensely, and just choosing to see it
God's way,
see it and believe it, and just enjoy his creation, because while it's dry and dusty and there's rocks everywhere that you can see and you can't find a blade of grass and the trees are dying, it's still beautiful. It's God's creation is still beautiful, and we just got to look for the miracles and the blessings, because they're there.
It's good. So what's a benefit that's really come out of it? Like, what's a good thing that's come out of the drought?
For me, it would be, I love trying to fix stuff, and I can't fix this. So just being able to rely and trust in him. That would be a big thing, I suppose.
It's a really tough question, asking what's good about a drought.
It is.
It's good because we've learned to trust God, even when we don't have any strength of our own, and we're thankful every day that we can reach out to God and find strength in his word, and find strength in a relationship with him. If it wasn't for knowing him as the God who loves us, then we'd still be a bit lost, really.
That's good.
Because we're part of Real Hope Church, because we know that the people who are part of the church community all are completely devoted to a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. And it's what we want as well. And we want to be going out and making disciples. We want to be part of
community minded as well.
Community of people who are actively responding to God's love in our hearts and sharing it with other people. The overflow of knowing God just can't be stopped. And when you're part of a body of people who want this, it just becomes part of who you are as a person every day.
That's very good.